In a bombshell indictment, U.S. prosecutors allege a media company linked to conservative influencers who regularly reach millions, including Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, and Dave Rubin, was secretly funded by Russian state media employees whose goal was to amplify U.S. domestic division and spread Russian propaganda. Take a listen to Attorney General Merrick Garland breaking down the indictment.
We allege that as part of that effort, RT and its employees, including the defendants, implemented a nearly $10 million scheme to fund and direct a Tennessee-based company to publish and disseminate content deemed favorable to the Russian government.
These commentators, Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, had been making YouTube videos, and it turns out that the company that was paying for them misrepresented to them their origins. If you read the indictment, they actually, they asked, well, wait, who wants to do this? Who are we doing business with? And the conspirators made up a fake person who's like a Swiss banker or a French, some European businessman.
European mysterious.
And they wanted to know, and they made a fake business resume for this guy. And it actually tipped off one of the, I can't tell from the indictment which right-wing person it was, but because it said in the business, this is like a LinkedIn profile type thing, it said wants to spread social justice. And they were like, wait a minute, why do you want to, why are you investing in right-wing commentary if you want to spread social justice?
I think there's a lot to unpack here. In their memo, they did push different messaging. If anybody's ever watched Tim Pool, unfortunately, you'll know that he's not a foreign policy expert, but suddenly he seemed to understand the intricacies of the Russia-Ukrainian war and was very critical of Ukraine and Vladimir Zelensky. And
I've been critical of. I'm not an expert in foreign policy either, but I'm critical about whether Russia invaded and it is bad, and Putin is an authoritarian, and they should not have done that. I also want to reach a peace deal so that the war ends. And
right. But the memo that was released in the indictment did show that there was messaging guidelines for these influencers. But this also reveals a weakness in our media system. If we thought that mainstream media was bad and had influential tactics behind the scenes, this is much worse because, some people see these folks as journalists. Some people see these folks as media figures. Some people think maybe there are teams gathering research. Whether or not you agree with it or not, there's some sort of informed decision-making behind the scenes. But they're paid influencers. And whether or not it was from Russia or not, I think that we have a weakness in our system that you can pay an influencer and frankly boost in some situations, and I'm sure that this is going to be unraveled more with the indictment, is that through the bot operations, you can boost somebody's arguments so that it goes higher up in the algorithm and more people see it and more people repeat it. The entire social media infrastructure is very manufactured. It's based on social design. And if you have money and if you have the resources and the intelligence to boost certain narratives, you can do so, whether you're a foreign government or not.
But how is that? I guess that just doesn't seem different from what the traditional media. Traditional media has fun. We have. Qatar has financed media organization. China, a Chinese spy was on the payroll of the governor of New York. China owns the NBA. The players are afraid to criticize them. There's so much foreign influence going on. We got to be. I think we should be not dramatic.